Welcome, everybody, to today's call. This is Marshall Howard. I'm from a small town in Slayton, Texas, and someone that you love and cared about invited you on this call today because they think that they have found something that may change their life forever. And the reason they feel that way is because for many of us, it is. It has already changed my life in many, many ways. And I'm watching it change so many of my friends' life in such a rapid pace. We are just absolutely having a blast. Let me give you a brief rundown on what happened with my wife, Brenda, and I. We bought a piece of property in East Texas, a beautiful 200-acre property with a 50-acre lake on it. It was our absolute dream. We signed our name to a huge mortgage a few years ago when things were going great in the economy. Signed our name on a huge mortgage, and then the economy fell out. Many of you know what has happened over the last few years. Put us in a situation where we desperately needed to find a way to bring in some extra income. And so we literally started praying and searching for an answer to that need a year and a half ago. And I was beginning to think that we weren't going to find it. I knew that sometimes an answer is brought to us through a door that we didn't expect it to come through. So I was trying to be open, trying to search, trying to be aware, trying to recognize it when it came. And about 50 days ago now, our answer came to us. We got introduced to a couple by the name of Frank and Laurie, who were from Canada. We spoke to them on the phone. We had never met them in person. And they explained to us that they had gotten involved with an opportunity with a company called ViSalus Sciences, which I honestly had never even heard of before. They told us that they had actually earned $200,000 and helped 105 people win a BMW in their first 90 days. Lori explained that she had 3 ladies on her team that had never done network marketing before. One was a hairdresser, one is a secretary, one is a stay-at-home mom, and that all 3 of those ladies were about to break a level in this company called Ambassador, earning $100,000+ in residual income per year, even though they had never had experience in the network marketing industry before. They didn't have a large base of contacts. She was explaining that this company had an incredible, delicious shake that is part of what they call the Body by Vi Challenge program to help people get healthier, increase their lean muscle mass, and for those that need to lose weight. She said that the shake, again, is absolutely delicious. It's so full of nutrition that it actually causes people to feel full if they use it as a meal replacement shake so that they don't think about food. Their body feels so satisfied that it cuts off the hunger pains and the cravings that are normally associated with a diet program. And because people were getting such fantastic results, the company had been growing like crazy. That they had a very simple, duplicatable system whereby people got involved. They invited a few of their friends over, just let them taste the shake, and the taste was so delicious that it actually sold itself. They plug in a DVD and let people watch a short video that gives an overview of the program, explains how they can become a customer or a distributor, and almost everyone chooses to do so because they realize that the cost of replacing a meal with a shake is actually less than $2, $1.87, and it's such a no-brainer that almost everyone joins either as a customer or a distributor. And when people get on the shake, they get hooked on it rapidly because it is so delicious, and they begin to see the results very quickly. Most people within their very first week, losing 4 to 6 pounds. And when that happens, they get excited. They start telling everybody they know, and that's the reason that it had grown at such a rapid rate. Now, honestly, folks, that sounded a little too good to be true to me. It was absolutely an amazing story in such a short period of time. But when I got off the phone, I started to do some due diligence because I knew if what I had been told was anywhere near accurate, that there must be something really special going on with this company. And what I found out when I started my due diligence actually excited me more than what Frank and Laurie had told me, because I found out that there's a legendary CEO by the name of Robert Gergen, and those of you who want to can write down his name and his company and go do a Google search and check him out. His last name is spelled G-O-E-R-G-E-N, Robert Gergen. He started a company a little over 30 years ago that he named after his mother called Blythe, B-L-Y-T-H, Incorporated. And over the last 30 years, he had grown that little company into a massive $2 billion international corporation operating in over 90 countries around the world. And over those years, he had built a team of experts that were specialists in helping small companies with tremendous potential that were not reaching their potential to restructure them and help them grow at an incredibly rapid rate. And that's how he had amassed his company to such a huge growth to $2 billion in annual sales. And he ran into one of the young co-founders of ViSalus Sciences. The company was actually started by three kids, I would call them kids, in their 30s and 40s. And one of them, a young man by the name of Ryan Blair, had actually started 6 companies that he had built to over $1 million in value each before he was 30 years old. He's actually written a book that is going to be released in August, and many people expect it to go on the bestseller list. He's going to be interviewed on Dr. Phil, and I think this company is really going to get a lot of media attention when that occurs. But at any rate, Mr. Gergen thought that this company had tremendous potential, so he offered the young man a deal. He told him that he would be willing to make a small investment in ViSalus on the single stipulation that they allow him to bring his team of crack experts in and help them restructure what they were doing. He knew that they were proud. At that time, the company was 5 years old and then grown it to doing over $20 million in annual sales at that point, solely off the power of this incredible shake mix that tastes like a cake mix, is what they call it. And but he knew that they weren't reaching their potential that he thought that they could. So he brought his team in, and they restructured the comp plan. They put a BMW car bonus right up at the front of the plan, made it fairly easy for people to qualify for, something that no other company in this industry had ever done before. He also brought his IT team in, helped them redo their website. They set up a program in the back office that allowed distributors who were building a business with this company to enroll as many people as they could rather rapidly when they first joined without having to worry about placement, because they would all be placed in a section of their back office called a waiting room, and they could sit there for up to 60 days. The new people could work with those new people and help them build their teams, and sometime before the end of 60 days was up, they could actually move that entire team and all that volume anywhere in their organization that they wanted to. They also helped them shoot some very simple videos that explain to a brand new person exactly what they need to say, exactly what they need to do, a very simple, duplicatable system so that a brand new person who gets started with the company can actually go out and do it their very first day. All they have to do is be able to press the button on a blender to mix a shake, or press a button on a DVD player to play the video, and that's it. So once they had all that put in place, they backed away and they just watched to see what kind of effect it would have on the growth of the company. This was last year, in 2010, when I feel like it's the worst year in the economy that I've seen in my lifetime. Most companies went backwards. Many companies were laying people off. Many of them actually went out of business. And during that terrible time in the economy, after these changes were made, ViSalus grew from $20 million in sales all the way to $100 million in sales. Huge, massive growth. Mr. Gergen obviously was very impressed. He realized that what he thought the potential was there, and so he met with his team of experts, his attorneys, all his specialists, and they made a decision to come in April of this year and buy controlling interest in ViSalus in order to bring it under the wings of his big $2 billion corporation so that it would have the financial assets and backing, the backing and expertise of his entire team that he had built over the last 30 years, all their team of attorneys, all of their contacts for future international expansion. And then they sat down with the co-founders of ViSalus and his team of experts, and they put together a strategic game plan to build ViSalus to $1 billion in annual sales in the next 1 to 2 years, and $3 to $5 billion in annual sales over the next 5 to 7 years. Now, folks, when I read that, that's when I got excited, because, like many of you, I have been searching and hoping for my entire life to find the right opportunity at the perfect time that I could join a company and a program that wasn't in the very beginning stages when they had to make changes and make improvements and grow through the growing pains, that was already past all of that, had everything set in place, and was just about ready to go into full, massive growth, so that I could join, and myself and my family, as well as my friends and their families, could benefit from riding that wave of growth and set our families up financially for the rest of our life. I've always dreamed of that. And when I saw this, I realized that it was exactly what I've been looking for. Ben and I decided to obviously join right away. We got our pack ordered. We got it in. I was honestly still a little bit in shock, a little skeptical about it. But when we got it in, we started calling a few people on a Friday. And to our amazement, everybody was very receptive. They were excited at the potential of having a simple program that was very, very easy to do, that people could do from their home, that they didn't have to drag people to hotel meetings like most other programs did, that had an incredible, delicious product that was incredibly effective, that had the potential to earn them some extra income. So people were very receptive, and we actually made enough income our very first day to more than pay off the product pack that we purchased when we joined. So I was obviously very relieved and very excited about that. Over the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, we made some more calls, actually enrolled a few more people, and all the people that we had called and enrolled on Friday began calling people and enrolling people. And to our amazement, on Monday afternoon at 4:30, just 4 days later, we actually won the BMW car bonus. I almost fell out of my chair. I could not believe that in 4 days we had already qualified for the car bonus. It took 12,500 volume in our group, and we had about 22. We had exactly 22 people on our team at that point, and had already qualified for the car. Well, as if that weren't amazing enough, within a few days our volume went from 12,000 to 20,000. Then it went to 40. Then it went to 60. Then it went to 80. People started getting their product in. They couldn't believe how good it tasted. They started to get results. They started to get excited. They started calling everyone they knew, and it just absolutely exploded. We went to 100,000, 120,000, and to make a long story short, we ended up in 45 days we did well over $150,000 in group volume, and doing so caused us to hit a level called ambassador in the company. Brent and I had actually earned $14,000 in weekly checks up to that point. When we hit ambassador, it earned us another $25,000 cash bonus. So my wife and I, with the help of our friends, managed to earn $39,000 in the last 45 days. Now, we were both in shock. It's hard to believe. It's hard to imagine. For those of you that are new to this call, I'm sure it's probably hard for you to believe, because I even find it hard to believe. In this process, our friends on our team earned over, not including our income, but just our friends that have worked with us in these first 45 days, earned over $58,000 in combined income from their commission checks. And again, we're just talking about our first 45 days. We not only won our BMW, but we helped 15 people on our team win theirs. We actually earned 2 all-expense-paid trips in that process. We have 42 people qualified as rising stars. We have 15 regional directors making $1,000 to $3,000 a month already. We have 2 national directors making $3,000 to $5,000 a month already. We have 1 presidential director making $5,000 to $8,000 a month residual income already. And again, it's just amazing. When we earned that $25,000 cash bonus, again with the help of our friends and our team, it actually triggered another bonus for our upline, Frank and Lori. They became 5-star ambassadors. It was only their 4th month in the company. This is a new company record, earning them a $250,000 bonus. When they hit 5-star ambassador, it triggered their sponsor, 34-year-old Jason O'Toole from Canada. He's just a kid, 34 years old. He's already earning over $100,000 in residual income a month. He's only been in this company for 15 months. And when Frank and Lori hit 5-star ambassador, it caused him to have 3 5-star ambassador legs, making him a crown ambassador, and he got a $1 million bonus. Folks, it's absolutely incredible. Now you understand why your friend invited you to be on this call with us tonight. ViSalus is now officially the fastest growing company of its kind worldwide. Over 7 million pounds have been lost on this challenge, and folks, I want to make it clear, this is not just a weight loss program. There are professional athletes, Olympic athletes, people that work out, bodybuilders, gyms across the country that are getting involved with this challenge because this product is incredibly effective at building lean muscle mass. And those that don't need to lose weight, instead of drinking it as a meal replacement, they drink it as a between meal snack, or drink it before and or after their workout to help build lean muscle mass. It's very safe and effective and healthy for children. It's full of nutrition. It's so hard to get kids to eat anything healthy nowadays. It's just an incredible product. Sales have gone from $1.5 million in January of last year in 2010 to over $14 million last month. This is now ViSalus' 18th consecutive month of double-digit percentage growth. Over 41,500 people have joined this company in the last month. And folks, I'm telling you, as my team has been out building and talking to people, nobody has ever even heard of this before. It is an opportunity of a lifetime, because people that you know, and the people that they know, and the people that they know, and the people that they know are going to be joining this company over the course of the next several months under somebody. And you are fortunate that you got a chance to find out about it first, and you have the opportunity, if you choose to take it, to have those people joining your team. Out of the people who have joined ViSalus in the last 16 months, 110 of them are already earning $80,000 or more in income per month. Over 50% of the top income earners in this company are under the age of 40 years old. Massive growth and momentum has begun, and we all clearly have found the right opportunity at the right time. The rest is simply up to us. My friends and I decided we want to take advantage of it for our family. Each of you on the call need to make your decision and decide if you want to take advantage of this incredible opportunity. Get back with the person that advised you on the call tonight. Get enrolled, get started, get your product coming. It's a very simple program that can absolutely change your life. The timing is perfect right now. Thank you very much for calling. God bless each and every one of you, and have a glorious evening.